Okay, perfect. So today I'm going to make a brief introduction of the Politecnico di Torino. Politecnico di Torino is a technical university located in the city of Torino, northwest of Italy. So I don't know if any of you has had the pleasure to visit the city. It is a very beautiful city surrounded by Alps, mountains, but also very close to the sea. It takes about 2 hours by train to reach the Sea of Liguria. And so that's a very beautiful environment. So I'm trying to switch the presentation, but maybe Daniele, can you admit Oguzan, please? Okay, so I can continue. So as I was saying, Torino is in the northwest of Italy, and it's also very close to the French border. Basically, it is a very good location because it's very easy to reach all the most important European cities. We really hope that we will be able to travel in the next year, so that if any of you would reach Torino, you will also be able to visit all the other cities, most important cities in Europe very easily. I would like to talk a bit about the ranking in Politecnico di Torino. So as you might already know, Politecnico is a technical university offering courses in engineering and architecture. We have reached a very good overall ranking, and we now rank top 33% worldwide, but it's very important and very interesting to understand our rankings by subject, because we have reached very high level rankings, especially in architecture, civil and structural engineering, electrical, then all the industrial engineering area, and mineral and mining engineering. This is very important because, as you can see, we reached the top 50 worldwide in these subjects. Another very interesting ranking is the employability ranking. We are top 24% globally among worldwide universities for employability. What does it mean? It means that in the engineering field, our students are able to find a job within 1 year from graduation. And this is an amazing result. We are very proud of it. And actually the ranking is the ranking place is growing year by year. We have developed different possibilities for students. We have some offices inside the Politecnico that are designed especially to help the students contact the industries and all the facilities in our region, and also in Italy and in other countries of the world. Okay, so we can go on now, and I would like to just give you an overview of the campus of Politecnico. Campuses, I would like to say, because as you can see, we have different places in the city, in the region, and also worldwide. Okay, so first of all, the campus of engineering, the School of Engineering, which is located in the heart of the city, in Corso Duca degli Abruzzi. And this is the main campus, the original campus that also has the rector's office, the international office, and all the main buildings. It's very close to the city center, close to the underground station, so it's very easy to reach. But I think that the most impressive one is the School of Architecture in the beautiful Valentino Castle. Valentino Castle is a World Heritage UNESCO place. So it used to be a royal family castle. Now it is a property of the Politecnico di Torino, and it's the School of Architecture. It's a very impressive place, and I really hope that all of you can visit it very soon. Then we have our newest campus, which is the Chittadella of Design and Sustainable Mobility in Mirafiori. It's a bit far away from the city center, but actually it is in the heart of the industrial city of Torino. Many of you already know that Torino has a long industrial history. It was the Fiat, the city where the Fiat was born, and still is there. So the campus in Mirafiori, it's an old Fiat plant that now has got a new life as the Chittadella of Design and Sustainable Mobility for Politecnico. Then we have another school, the Master and Lifelong Learning School in Lingotto, and also the PhD school and registrar's offices, and also the incubator, which is a very important feature of the Politecnico di Torino, where students can develop their ideas. And this is all in Torino. Then we have several other campuses in the region and 3 campuses in the world. So we have the campus in Italy, the campus in Tashkent, Uzbekistan, and the campus in Shanghai, China, which are Politecnico di Torino campuses worldwide. We hope we will have other campuses very soon. Okay, so let's take a look at students and education. So this is the Italian university system. As you see, pre-university education lasts 13 years. You need at least 12 years of education to enter an Italian university. Then the Bachelor of Science, that lasts 3 years. Then the Master of Science, 2 years, and the PhD, other 3 years. After the specializing master, after the Bachelor of Science and the Master of Science, which are the main courses, you can choose to deepen your knowledge of a specific subject by registering for a specializing master. This does not give you further access to other levels of education, but gives you a very deep knowledge of a specific subject. So you can apply for a specializing master of first level after the Bachelor of Science, and a specializing master of second level after the Master of Science. So that's the difference between a Master of Science and specializing master. The Master of Science is the natural the natural following the Bachelor of Science, and that allows you to enroll for the PhD. Specializing master is a specific study that lasts 1 year of a specific subject that you study, that you choose in your specific field. Okay, then we can proceed by explaining a bit more about the course catalog at Politecnico di Torino. We offer 22 bachelor degree programs, 3 in architecture and 19 in engineering. At the Master of Science level, we offer 29 programs, 6 in architecture and 23 in engineering. And we now have 16 PhD programs, in English, of course, in architecture and engineering fields. So at the moment, Politecnico has an outstanding number of 35.7 thousand students between bachelor and master students. Every year we have more than 5,000 new students. This year we had more than 900 PhD candidates, and 16% of the total amount of students are non-Italian students, international students. This is quite good because it creates a very international environment, full and rich of different cultures. So as you can see now, maybe I have to move this. Okay, sorry. As you can see now, Politecnico students come from more than 115 countries in the world. So the percentage change every year, but mainly, as you can see, we have lots of Chinese students, 22%, but we are working to add students from more and more nationalities worldwide. So now a brief introduction of my office, Incoming Mobility Office. As you can see, it's 7 of us, and we offer different types of services. So these services include first of all, recruiting, so doing this kind of activities, presentation, webinars, reply to students' questions through ticketing service, through telephone service. We deal with the students' application, So we help the students applying online and following all the procedures that lead them to the enrollment procedures. We also are the office in charge of pre-enrollment. So we deal with students and the embassies so that all our students follow the right guidelines to get the study visa and to be able to reach Italy and enroll in Politecnico di Torino. And once you reach Italy, we are also in charge of accommodation and give support also for immigration procedures once the students have reached Italy. So we are going now to just give a brief overview of the Bachelor of Science. So the Bachelor of Science, as I have already said, lasts 3 years for a total amount of 180 credits. This is the Politecnico di Torino offer. So you see in blue, you can see the courses that are entirely taught in English for 3 years. So these courses are available also in Italian for 3 years or in English for 3 years. In the architecture field, the other 2 courses, which are design and territorial, urban, environmental, and landscape planning, are offered only in Italian. Okay, so the courses in white are in Italian, the courses in blue are in English. Of course, architecture is offered also in Italian. And the courses in green, so that's to say the engineering courses, are offered in Italian, but with the possibility to study the first year in English. So basically what I'm saying is the first year for all engineering courses is the same, and it is available both in Italian and in English. So say that you are studying Italian, but you are not 100% sure that you will be able to follow the courses in Italian, and you enroll for aerospace engineering, for example. You can follow the first year in English, and then you can proceed to study in Italian from the second year. While automotive, mechanical, computer, electronic, and communications engineering are offered for 3 years entirely in English. What are the requirements? So, first of all, you must have a high school diploma awarded after minimum 12 years of pre-university education, which is the case for Turkey. Then, of course, for Turkish students getting a Turkish diploma, you need to pass the national test, YKS, it's called, and that is a requirement for us too. It means that you must be able to attend university in Turkey to enter the university in Italy. Then, of course, we have our way to select the students. And our way to select the students is to pass the admission test. You have an online admission test, so we are 100% sure that the test will be online. And you must get a certain score that we will see later in the test. If you have a valid international certification, such as SAT, GRE, or GMAT, you can skip the test for engineering, design, or urban planning, not for architecture. We will see why later. And of course, another important requirement is to have a proper language certificate, but we will go back to it later. You must also check the call for admission to the bachelor degree programs, which is a PDF document on our website that contains all the different rules, the deadlines, the regulation, the guidelines for Bachelor of Science students. This is very important, and this year it will be published, I hope, within the month of December. And we are available to give you the link to this call for admission, and we suggest every student to read it very carefully. Okay, so what about the test? The test is, sorry, my bad. The test costs 50 euros. So each time you register, you have to pay 50 euros. And why did I say each time? Because you can take the test multiple times, okay? You can take it every available session. So it should be from March to August. March, April, May, not in June, July, and August, 5 times. And you can take the test multiple times until you are satisfied with the result. So this is very important because to be 100% sure that you will enter in Politecnico, you must reach a certain score that we will see later. So you must fill in your online application to register for the test, but also to do everything else. So this is an overview of the online application. Maybe some of you already applied online and already know this kind of application. So as you can see, there are several different sections: personal information, educational background, language skills, and one very interesting section, which is the learning resources section, containing all the information concerning the admission test. Admission test at Politecnico is called TIL, T-I-L, which actually means till in laboratory, but it's not in laboratory anymore, it's online, but the name did not change. So we suggest you to read the specific call for admission and then apply online and complete all the sections. You must attach the required documents, submit the application, and register for the online admission test through the TIL section of the application. So as I already said, register through the TIL section. You can prepare using the uploaded material in the learning resources section. Actually, you also will find a sample of the test and also the information concerning the technical requirements that you need to take the test online. As soon as you have finished your test, you will find the result in the TIL section, and you will learn about the next steps in the main section. So this is the test. The test is different for engineering, design, and urban planning, and there is another test for architecture. So first of all, I'm going to just briefly explain the engineering, design, and urban planning test. This test is designed by Politecnico, so it's an inside test. It's not like a generic test, but it's very specific. It's 90 minutes test with 42 questions and divided into 4 different sections. So you can see the sections here yourself, and then of course everything explained in this presentation is also on our website, available for everybody. So if you have more questions, maybe later you can contact us and we can send you the link to the website that has these contents. And then for architecture, it's very important to understand that architecture is different. It's a national test. It's designed by Politecnico, but it's a national test, so you can only take it once per year. Generally, it's in early September. We don't know what will happen for the next academic year. And so it's a 70-minute test divided in 5 sections with 40 different questions. It's a choice test, so you always have to select the right answer, and more details will be, of course, published later. So to take the test online, of course, you need some technical requirements like Windows 10. Of course, you will need a webcam. We use the Lockdown browser software, which is a software that basically enables you just to visualize your online application and nothing else. So you cannot Google the result. And you need 2 devices, one to do the test and one with the camera, so that we can see your surroundings and we can find out if you cheat. You will have a test supervisor, so we will be sure 100% that the test online is valid, and we will be sure that everything goes well. So as I was saying before, the test can be repeated several times, and these are the thresholds. So different thresholds for different courses. For engineering, urban planning, and design, you need at least 20 points. Maximum is 100 to be ranked in the ranking list. To be sure to enroll, you must get at least 60 points. So 60 points, this is very, very important because it allows also to participate in a scholarship for which you need at least 60 points. Then for the bachelor degree for European students with European citizenship, you need at least 50 points to be sure to enroll. So 20 points you are in the ranking list. To be sure to enroll, 50 points. If you get 50, from 50 to 60, you just have to wait for the publication of the ranking list to know whether you can enroll in your first choice course. And if you are non-European, which I think most of you are, you need at least 30 points to be sure to have a place at Politecnico. Of course, this is from 2021, and we hope nothing will change for the next year, so you already know the right information. Anyway, everything will be explained on the website and in the call for admission. Okay, so it's over for Bachelor of Science students. Oh, I'm sorry. I think something happened with my computer. Just give me a second, please. Okay. Okay, there you are. So now for the Master of Science students, I will give an explanation on the application procedures. And of course, for Bachelor students, if you have any questions, I'm going to tackle the Master of Science students now and then give some practical information about scholarships, tuition fees, accommodation, cost of life, and all the practical information will be at the end of the presentation. So stay there, and if you have any question about what I just explained, please write it in the chat. Okay, so Master of Science, the length is 2 years full-time, 120 credits. This is the academic offer of the Politecnico di Torino at the moment for architecture and engineering. So we have architecture, construction city, for sustainable design, territorial and landscape planning, and architecture, heritage preservation and enhancement. These 4 courses are offered entirely in English. Systemic design is the only one offered in Italian. Okay. For engineering, we have the courses in blue offered entirely in English for the 2 academic years, and the courses in green offered in Italian. So as you can see, there is a very large offer of courses entirely taught in English, which is quite appealing for international students. How to apply for Master of Science? Well, first of all, you must fulfill the requirements. You must have a bachelor degree, or you must be applying in the year in which you will graduate from the bachelor degree. So if you don't already have it, but say you will get it in June or July 2021, you can apply starting from this academic year. Then you must fulfill the language requirements, but of course we are working on it because we will open our online application in late December. So we are currently working on defining the language requirements for the next academic year. And very important, there must be coherence of curriculum between the course you are following now at the bachelor level and the chosen Master of Science program. How to apply? Well, you must apply online. There is no admission test for the Master of Science. There is an online application, and you will be judged according to your previous career. Okay, so what do you have to do? You must apply online. As I said, we will open in December. Normally there are 2 calls per year. So normally, of course, this has to be confirmed, but it's from December to February, and then from March to April, the 2nd call. That is to give all the students the possibility to apply as soon as they have the necessary documents. This is crucial because we need to understand your previous career very well to be able to give you a proper evaluation. And to do so, we need detailed documents concerning your previous career. So basically, you apply online, you attach all the needed documents, and then you wait for an evaluation. And there are two types of evaluation. The first one is administrative, and it's done by my office. We evaluate your attached documents. And the second one is academic. And the academic commission will finally decide whether you can be enrolled or not in the course you chose. Okay, so of course, what happens after you are eligible? Maybe you apply in December and in January you already know that you are eligible. What do you do next? First of all, you wait for the evaluation outcome. Then you wait for further instructions that will be defined in the main section of your application. You will enroll, and the enrollment will happen with our office. We will check the documents and finalize the enrollment. One frequently asked question is about the classes. What happens with the classes? So due to COVID-19, of course, 2020 was a very special year. We have provided online classes for the whole academic year, but the info on the classes for 21-22 is not available yet. We sincerely hope that we will be able to have you in the classroom, to have you at Politecnico with us. And this is very important for us because if you are in the class, if you are present in the class, that's where you get more social interaction. That's where you meet new people. And it's very important for us, the social aspect of teaching at Politecnico. But of course, we cannot speak for the next academic year because nobody knows what will happen exactly. Let's say that we will see and we will give you all the information as soon as we have them for the next academic year. Of course, one more thing that I would like to say for Master of Science students is that you can apply online, and every application can contain two different majors. So let's say that you have a background in mechanical engineering, okay? And you want to get more chances, you can apply for mechanical engineering and automotive engineering for two courses. So you can apply once a year, but in this application, you can select two courses. Of course, we have a full list of needed documents online. We have all the compatible courses. So say that you are studying civil engineering and you want to acknowledge for which majors you can apply, then you can check the website and we have a chart with all the matching courses. And of course, we are also available for more information concerning this situation. So I'm going now to give some practical information, as I said before, also because I think that it's 30 more minutes that I'm speaking, so maybe I have to be a bit quicker. So the practical information concerning the visa. First of all, I will say the procedures for 21-22 will be released in spring 2021, but all non-European applicants living outside of Italy have to apply for the visa. And this means that even if for the next academic year, we will offer the classes online and you decide to stay online, you need a study visa, okay? Type the study visa for enrollment to the university. So from this academic year, the pre-enrollment and the visa release happened through the Universitali portal. So this is a new online application for the immigration matters, and I think that we can safely say that from now on, the pre-enrollment procedure will happen online. And and that after you have been approved on the University website, you will then request the study visa at the Italian embassy. Okay, I am going now to speak about the tuition fees. So, the tuition fees will be decided according to the citizenship and residence of the student. We have built a tuition fees simulator. Maybe later I can share with Daniele this presentation, so you also have the links and you can send it to all the students that are attending now. And in this simulator, if you click on your country of residence, you will see the maximum and minimum amount of tuition fees that you can pay. So maximum and minimum means that according to your family status, family properties, and family income, the total amount can vary among between a minimum and a maximum, okay? The total amount is always divided and can be paid in two different installments. The first one is paid at enrollment, and it's a fixed amount of 200 euros. And the second one is paid in the second term of school. So it's very important to check your country's situation so that you can understand better about your personal situation. And then, of course, we are always available to give you more information about this situation. Okay, so I would like to give you more information about scholarships and financial aid in general. I said this before, but I will say it again. Of course, I strongly recommend all the participants to check the financial aid section in the International Students website. So international.polito.it, it's the website for international students. It's very easy to remember. You will find different sections in this website, and I suggest you check the financial aid section. Under this section, you will find all the different possibilities and benefits for students applying for Politecnico di Torino. Among these possibilities, there is a very popular scholarship, which is called Top Polito. Top Polito is because it's given to the top students, to the best students applying for Politecnico. This is a very good possibility. It's a great chance for international students because it's an 8,000 euro scholarship per academic year. So it means that bachelor students will be receiving this scholarship for 3 years, and Master of Science students will be receiving it for 2 years. So this is for reserved for international students, and for bachelor students, you are eligible for this scholarship if you get 60 points or more during the admission test. Of course, there will be scholarships reserved to bachelor students in different fields. So some scholarships for engineering, some scholarships for design, for urban planning, and some other scholarships for architecture students. But you enter the ranking list for this scholarship only if you get 60 points or more. Okay, so this is very important. And that's very good because since you can take the test multiple times, if your goal is to take this scholarship, you can take it until you have at least 60, and then you will be sure to be able to register for the Bachelor of Science of your choice, and also to enter the ranking list for the scholarship. I must also add that this is a very competitive scholarship, and students, maybe they get 60 points during the admission test, but then they decide to take it again to get more and more, and to be sure to get this scholarship. For Master of Science, there is another requirement, which is to to apply and to also attach the GRE general test score to the online application. Of course, we have some minimum and some minimum requirements. So there are 3 sections in the GRE general test. Maybe I can show you something more later, the page with the score, the minimum scores, but you must reach the minimum score in each section. Okay, so if you attach this certification to your online application, you will be considered for the Top Polito scholarship. Of course, in the website that is linked here on the right, you will find the call for eligibility to the scholarship with all the information. So you can find more about it. It is divided into academic years, so you will soon find information for the 21-22 academic year. Other opportunities are given by the EDISU Piemonte, the regional agency for the right to study, that offers different benefits, scholarship and accommodation to all the prospective students according to the economic situation. So that's to say the requirements that I was explaining before about family situation, family status, family income, and family properties. I suggest you check their website, which is completely in English as well. And you can also contact EDISU office for more information. But their website is full of information, not only about the call for the benefits of EDISU, but also about the student life in Torino. Then, as I was saying before, all the other opportunities are listed in the financial aid section of the International Students website, international.polito.it. So this is a very common question, and it's the monthly cost of living in Turin. So of course, it depends on the life you lead in Torino. But let's say that a student can spend between 600 and 800 euros per month in Torino, including accommodation, food, the books and the telephone, and then the public transportation and leisure. Of course, if you just go to top restaurants in Torino, the expense will be maybe higher. But of course, it depends on the type of life you live, and it also depends on which type of accommodation you will choose, because it changes a lot if you decide to live in a single room, or if you prefer to share an apartment or a double room with a friend or with somebody that you will meet in Torino. So if you are not good at cooking like I am, you can also choose to eat daily in the school's canteens, which are open 7 days a week for lunch and for dinner. So that's a great chance. You can enter the canteen for a very low price, and it's very easy to reach. It's close to the city center, it's close to the university. So that's also a very nice chance for international students. About accommodation, more information are available in the International Students website that I was mentioning before, international.polito.it, in the practical information section. So you will find the list of dormitories that are that you can find in Torino. But also just keep in mind that there is a very great private apartments market in Torino, and many students decide to look for a private apartment before reaching Torino, so that they can share maybe an apartment with other students from the same country. But it's also a chance to meet students from other countries and to make just the best of the international experience in Torino. Okay, so I have almost reached the end of my presentation. I just wanted to add that our website for international students, for students with a foreign qualification, can be reached through this link. And that in this page, in the home page, you will find the Contact Us section. So if you can see it here, it's in the bottom right of the page. And by clicking on Contact Us, you will be led to the ticketing section of the Politecnico website. We use the ticketing because it's a very good system to find all the most common and frequently asked questions, and you can find many answers by clicking on this link. If you don't find an answer to your specific question, then you can just fill in the form and contact us, and we will be more than happy to reply to all your questions. So thank you very much. I have finished my presentation.